In today's video, I want to cover a roll of an underwater play. This is going to be for a play that I spoke about. Click on the link up above about Snapchat, ticker symbol SNAP. I have an $8 cash secured put that's expiring for this Friday, August 15th. Currently, the share price of Snap is like $7.20. So I am pretty much underwater of 10%, 11%, something like this. So a lot of people have been asking me, Adam, how are you going to manage this? And I'm going to show you right now how I'm going to manage it. I made a post earlier. Now I have a time to make a video. Take a look at the screen. This is the play right here, $8 strike. Currently, the options play is worth 80 cents. The share price right now of Snap is $7.20. So I'm underwater. I collected 42 cents on this play. So if I had to buy the shares today at $8, in reality, it wouldn't be $8. It would be $8, the strike price minus the cumulative collected premiums. In this case, it would be $8 minus 42 cents, which is the premium that I collected. And my actual cost basis would be $7.58, which is still higher than $7.20, but it's a lot closer than $8. So in this specific case, I am gonna roll. To roll it, all you're gonna have to do is press this little button right here, roll this position. And it's not going to be a great roll, but it's going to be a roll nonetheless. And I'm going to roll 4 weeks out. This expires August 15th. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to September 12th. Very easy. I'm going to look what covers this play. I would love to roll out and down as a cash secured put, but I don't have that luxury right now because at $7.50, it's only giving me 54 cents of premium. I owe 81. So I obviously have to go at the same $8 strike, $8 for $8. I'm going to click on this and press continue. Now there's going to be a limit price. There's going to be a bid and an ask. And usually the price right in the middle is what ends up going. The bid and the ask is not so tight. So that means that the liquidity is not as aggressive in terms of this type of stock, this type of contract, but it's not the end of the world. It's not so bad. I just want you guys to kind of pay attention to that. I don't want 10 cents. I actually want 11 cents. And it's very simple. You're going to press review order. 1 second. I can't do 751. So I'm going to go to 750. Press review order. Press continue. And it's a very, very simple concept. What I'm doing is I am saying that I am willing to buy my existing contracts that have an $8 strike expiring August 15th. In order to do that, I'm paying back that roughly 80 cents. And in order to do that, I am selling to open simultaneously a new contract at an $8 strike expiring on September 12th. And for this, I'm going to collect 91 cents. 91 cents minus the 80 cents that I'm going to collect is going to end up giving me hopefully 11 cents in credit. And then I'm going to press done. On to just show you guys, today is a little bit of a better time to roll this than yesterday. That was a completely on a red day because at least it's a little bit green. Preferably you wanted to roll it when it was all the way up here in the morning pre-market, but the pre-market, you can't really roll or trade your options. I'm not sure if that 11 cents is actually going to get filled because right now people are only paying 7 or 8 cents and I'm asking for 11 cents, but I'll wait until tomorrow to see what's going to happen. Hopefully this is going to have a little bit of a comeback. You preferably wanted this to be around 750 in order to get a really, really solid roll. Let's go take a look a little bit about the technicals. A lot of people are worried about the price, but if you're going to go back to the price for the last 5 years, Snapchat has been on a, just descending, not looking good. But really, just look at this price from July 22nd all the way to where we are right now on August 12th, 2025. Basically, for the last 3 years, it's literally trading right around this range of high 7s to even 15s or 14s or something like that. Because of that, honestly, I think this is going to have a comeback. This is going to be a massive gap, and usually gaps get filled. If you're going to look at the technicals, you're going to see that Snapchat right now is way offsides. It's out of bounds of the Bollinger Bands, and it should be popping back up. But where is it going to pop back up to? At least to the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, which right now is no longer the $8 mark. It's around the $7.50 mark. Well, if I collected, right? $8. Let's go to my calculator. Let's take the $8, which would be my strike price, minus the 0.42 cents that I collected in the initial play. And now I have to add the 11 cents, hopefully this roll is going to give me. Now my price average, even if I had to buy the shares at $8, would in reality be $7.47. Now, that's not great. It's not ideal because I have to give back my premium. But worst case scenario, this is what happens. Also, I'm just going to keep rolling this over and over again. And hopefully it has a range between this low $7 and hopefully it doesn't go lower to around that $8. So preferably, I want to hit $8 and get out of this. But if not, I'm just going to keep rolling this and try to manufacture the win. Way off sides in the Bollinger Bands. As you can see, I made a video about this the other day. I spoke about it, I think in yesterday's video, that it's starting to curve out. So this is oversold, and you could see that it's kind of curving in, which is what I told you guys earlier. I wish I had another week on this play, but I don't. So I have to do what I have to do. But it seems like this is overbought and it's going to start coming back to reality, the price. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to take off or be crazy bullish. It just means that I believe that Snapchat is going to hit that $8 mark, especially when the purple line is going to cross above the yellow line right here, or maybe the yellow line is going to crash below the purple line. It seems like this is a bullish divergence in a bearish trend. And same thing you're going to have with the stochastic oscillator. You see the green line is just about to pass the orange line, which means it might be turning a trend in a bearish sentiment. I'm not sure if this trade is going to go through today. I'm asking for 11 cents. Like I said, people are bidding 7 cents right now. Hopefully the price is going to go up just a little bit so this actually gets executed. But we're going to see what's going to happen. I always have tomorrow to live and fight literally one more day. And then tomorrow I'll have to take whatever the market gives me. Even if I only make 1 penny, I have to take tomorrow's roll. So far, I have tomorrow to wait for. Hopefully, I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot. Maybe I'll change this 11 cents a little bit lower later on today. Hopefully, Snapchat is going to pop a little bit. Tomorrow, I'm going to get some more data decay, time decay from this contract, and maybe it's going to run in my favor. Guys, thank you very, very much. It's as simple as that. I put in my trade. This is my play. Sometimes they don't always work out, but you got to roll to live another, to fight another day. And then you manage this as you go along. I'm really hoping to get that 11 cents. Why? If you take 100 divided by 8, and then you times it by the 11 cents, that's roughly 1.4% of premium. On top of the premium that I collected last time for this play in totality, I'm not doing that bad. Even though I'm underwater, even though it seems like it's a terrible play, it's not the end of the world play. It's definitely not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. And you got to feel comfortable in uncomfortable situations. And worst case, if I have to cover this and I have to buy the shares and start selling covered calls on it, it is what it is. That's like the next step on it. But that's why it's very important to pick correct strike prices. Thank you very, very much. I'm a little under the weather. I had my first live for my website earlier today. Thank you for everybody that joined the website. Thank you for everybody that joined the multi-hour live. We really went over a lot of plays, selling options, buying options, talking about the crypto market. It's a really, really cool community that we're building. Thank you very, very much, and God bless you and your family.